And we are live. Welcome to the next edition of the Rinky Dick Bullshit Podcast, episode 39. We your host, Superfly John Lee. And tonight we are joined by one of the most known referees in the state of Kentucky. We got the Purple Zebra himself. We got Dustin James.
Thank you, Johnny, for having me here.
That's right, brother. And as you can see, to my right here, we got the illustrious Big Beard Dudley.
What's up, podcast world?
Take it away, Big Beard, while I share this out.
Dustin, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
I'd like to get to the roots of our guest. So, what was your introduction to wrestling? Was it always around in your house? Did you have to discover it later on your own?
It was usually around when I was growing up. Mom, my aunt, usually watching it growing up.
Who were you watching? Who were some of your favorites growing up?
Undertaker, Matt Hardy.
Nice.
Those were usually the pretty big ones that I was watching.
What about some of your favorite matches from back then that you can remember? Some of your earliest favorite matches?
The ones that stuck out a lot would be, ironically, when it was Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit winning the tag titles from the two-man power trip.
Nice.
I feel like that one gets slept on a lot because of the fact that that was when Triple H blew out his quad.
Right.
That was a great memory to have because he really did get put inside walls of Jericho while his quad was torn.
Yep.
But yeah.
But hey, shout out to Triple H for making it through that match.
Exactly. And yeah, I gotta say that's a pretty good way of being introduced to professional wrestling is through the two-man power trip and Chris Benoit versus with his buddy Chris Jericho going for the tag team championships. So now, here we are present day. We got a big event coming up next week.
That we do.
Friday night. Pro Wrestling Alliance, you want to walk us through it?
So, November 14th in Carrollton, Kentucky, we have an event going on called Purple Rain. And it is actually going to be an event with Professional Wrestling Alliance partnering with the Epilepsy Foundation of Kentuckiana, where a portion of the proceeds are actually going to be donated to the Epilepsy Foundation.
That's a good cause.
And one of the superstars that is going to be there is NWA superstar Big Mama.
Who we just saw this Sunday get robbed because someone named Judy was underneath a mask and she stole the victory from Big Mama.
That's right.
So, PWA, y'all better be ready for angry Big Mama because I'm pretty sure she's still going to be pissed about that.
She very well could be.
But yes, for those that don't know, referee Dustin James also deals with epilepsy.
That I do.
This is a good cause, too.
I've dealt with it for most of my life, and that is why I go by the Purple Zebra.
Nice.
And I've been working with the Epilepsy Foundation of Kentuckiana all this year, and one of the accomplishments that I could say I've had is helping make this event become a reality by working with PWA and Epilepsy Foundation, and we've managed to make this a thing.
Hell yeah. Chris Crow said, "What's going on, guys? Hope all's well your way. We wish the same for you, Chris Crow, because it sucks what happened to you because you just became EWA champion. And, man, I got to say, we're all heartbroken that you had to get that devastating news about your injury.
Speedy recovery.
That's right.
Hope you get back to wrestle real soon and can get that title back once you get back.
That's right. Who's all going to be on the card for next Friday night?
So, next Friday night, we have Big Mama challenging Tegan Thorne.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
With the Lady Liberty Championship. We have Cash Jackson's Open Challenge. And there's been a couple people throwing out their names for the $1 Million Striker. One is the up-and-comer Berserker by the name of Cyrus Riley.
Oh, yeah. I've seen him a couple times.
And just a few hours ago, Bad Country USWA champion Andrew Williams threw his name
Oh, I know him.
I feel like I got the title name wrong, but I've been trying to make sure I remember it correctly. I might have got it wrong, but Andrew Williams has thrown his name out there.
You might have gotten it wrong, but you still got his name right because
I might have got a letter.
he is a hard hitter. Trust me on there because I saw him a couple weeks ago, actually. He's a hard hitter. He got potatoed a few times, but hey, sometimes you get potatoed. And lumped.
That's right. I've seen a few people with quite a few big lumps on them.
That's right. But this event is special because you helped you bring it together because y'all are getting back to the epilepsy.
That's right.
Tell me how it feels to be instrumental in that.
So, it makes me feel good that I was able to play a part in it. Like, obviously, I wasn't the sole one behind it. Obviously, Neil, who was here over the summer, during the time that I was here before, and Tegan was also on here at the time.
Yes, she was.
And we originally introduced PWA on the show, and he was a big part of it, as well as Courtney Johnson from the Epilepsy Foundation herself.
Nice.
And we all just were talking about like what we could do to make this a bigger thing and how PWA can help out without it being like just copying what everybody else is doing in the area.
Yes.
And we came up with the idea that what if we did a show with the proceeds going to there? And this is what we came up with.
That's a very good thing y'all doing. And a lot of people gotta understand that sometimes that's good thing to be doing because you dealt with epilepsy all your life now. And you're giving back to the epilepsy center. So what y'all are doing next Friday night is what I consider something special. So I appreciate you. I appreciate PWA. I appreciate Neil. I appreciate Tegan Thorne. Everyone that's involved in that event for putting on a good show for them.
Thank you.
But yeah, you've been instrumental in a lot of promotions here lately. But there's something I've been wanting to ask.
What's up?
You wore a very baggy referee shirt at one show. I'm still trying to figure out why was that shirt baggy. Because usually you're pristine. You usually got the shirt all nice and it's all fitting. And this one was the only one that was so big that looked like it wasn't even your referee shirt.
When was that?
Is at a A&W show.
Trying to think back of when this one was. Where were we at with
I
it?
think she might know.
She might.
We went to the store to get like another referee shirt because I think one of they didn't have like a extra referee shirt without the purple zebra logo on the shirt, and he thought that it was the right one, but he accidentally bought a female referee shirt. And it didn't fit one of the other refs so he had to use Dustin's. lost his shirt.
Yeah.
And Dustin had to wear the other one.
Hey, sometimes it has to happen like that, though, Ref Dustin. Sometimes the zebras.
No, that didn't happen.
Hey, just think of it like this. It's a learning experience. You let them borrow your shirt, but you had to make do with a shirt that was 2 sizes too big for you.
Pretty much.
But you're not the first referee that I've seen that's had that issue, because there's been other referees that had to wear 2 sizes too big for themselves, and it showed.
Make do with what you got.
That's right. So how's it been feeling to be repping AMW in all these promotions?
It's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it. I've been getting better, because some of it's just been, at times it feels overwhelming because of just like getting, like when you first go out there, you just feel the energy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then in your mind, you just kind of feel a little bit overwhelmed. But after, like, you get moving and all that stuff, once the match starts, you finally, like, get it worked out of your system, and it finally feels right.
That's right. Plus, Sunday night, there's a lot of great wrestlers there. And you were doing a great job refereeing. I was watching from the crowd, and I can say that you're getting better and improving as referee every day that I see you.
Talk to us about how you broke into refereeing. How did the idea, who came to you with the idea? How did you come up with the idea to become a ref? And who trained you?
Reverend Ronnie Roberts trained me, and he was the one that kind of just threw me into reffing, basically.
Nice.
So did you start off trying to train as a wrestler, or how did you meet him? How did you start off?
I wanted to do stuff backstage.
Okay.
To where I wasn't in danger of doing anything physically that I could have a seizure in the ring and potentially end up harming myself or somebody else by having a seizure and all that stuff, to where it was safe for everybody and nobody have any issues with it.
Okay.
But obviously ended up needing a ref, and it just kind of kept going.
And
things happen for a reason.
it feels like Ronnie Roberts was smart, because he knows that you have epilepsy, but he was right on the money to have you be a referee, because he saw that potential in you. If he didn't see it, he would not have chosen you to be one.
Right.
And throwing you into it right there helped you learn, because it's a learning experience for you. You're gaining experience to do what's right as a referee. Because those guys, they have a job that no one else understands. Everyone else plays a role inside the business, but referees are crucial to the match. A good referee can make a great match great. A bad referee can make a good match look shitty. But you guys are getting better and improving day in, day out. A lot of people don't realize that.
We have to uphold the law in the ring.
Exactly. Exactly. You got to also pay attention to everything, because you could have someone trying to come through the crowd. You could have someone trying to slide into the ring and attack the opponent while your back's turned.
That's right.
Which tends to happen more often than not.
That's right.
I mean, it's not the referee's fault. Then again, you guys are made of glass, because every time I see y'all get taken out and thrown around, and y'all kind of die.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Who would you say has been a great friend to you in the business?
I've been a good number of them. Let's see. There was one last year I went and said, I'm not going to beat a dead horse by keep bringing him up every time I get the chance.
OG Ugly said, nice shirt.
Thanks, champ.
That's right. He is the champ.
Mark.
Hey, you damn right. I am Marky McMark.
That's right. But would you say Crazy Ed is a good friend.
Yeah, Ed's a good friend. Another one would. Let's see. Good friend outside the ring that's helped me out a lot would have to be the retired Tyler Lee deputy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Good guy, too. Was a great wrestler, but I understand why he had to retire.
Yeah.
Things happen inside business, and sometimes you end up having a child, and you got to take that break to raise them. Because one day he'll be back, maybe. But you'll never know.
You never know.
Never say never.
That's right.
Hey, he said, book it.
Speaking of Bucket and Crazy Ed.
That's right.
Next week, we also have the Honor Championship coming to a conclusion
Well, I can't wait to see that.
to crown the first ever Honor Champion. Last month, we had at Chaos in Carrollton, Crazy Ed defeated Axel Thorne to advance to the finals next week. And also next week, we're going to have Max Steel go and face Young Greatness Dimitri Staley
Ooh,
in the semifinals.
that's going to be a good one.
And the winner of that match will face Crazy Ed in the finals to crown the first ever Honor Champion.
I mean, anyone that takes on Crazy Ed's got to understand that they got a tall task ahead of them. Max is so confident that he's going to win, but what he needs to understand is that Crazy Ed's got a lot of experience. You can't count him out.
But Max still has to get past Young Greatness and Dimitri
That's right.
Staley.
That's right. And he's been making a name for himself here lately. So Max Steele's got to remember not to underestimate his opponent, or he could be out of the tournament fast.
And Max Steel still having his problems with Hillbilly Billy. That could come back to bite him in the rear against his match with Dimitri. And we could
Exactly.
see Crazy Ed versus Dimitri Staley in the finals.
That's right. And they both got to understand that if they are taking on Crazy Ed, that they need to be keeping a close eye on Crazy Ed. Study the tapes. Don't underestimate Crazy Ed because they may see that his name is Crazy. You got to remember, just because he's called Crazy Ed doesn't mean that he's going to be overlooking you.
That's right.
He's going to be looking for a reason to take and finally become that champion.
That he does.
But that's also something that you got to look forward to next Friday, because this is a huge event. Not only is it for the epilepsy, but also you're going to be seeing that Honor Championship finally find its waist, because whoever's going to win is going to become the official champion. We just saw a crowning champion this Sunday. KWF finally found the man that was going to be the KWF champion.
Mad Taylor, Michael Zodiac.
That's right. And you know what? You've been instrumental in a lot of promotions around here. Tell us which ones have had your interest for a while that you've been wanting to work for.
So the ones that I haven't gotten to work for yet,
Yes.
there's been quite a few I've been wanting to work for, or at least do more than just a one-off show. I did one for Resolute down in Tennessee I'd like to go back to.
Nice.
I'd like to go back and work for Ascend Pro Wrestling. And
That's a good one.
I'd like to go and do some stuff out in, like, outside of, like, Kentucky and Indiana.
That's a good goal, because you got to learn how to travel.
That's right.
Plus, we will be having some call-ins happening tonight. So whoever wants to call in can call into that number.
Right.
Right, be PWA or anyone that just wants to call in and stake the claim.
Anyone that wants to call in and even throw their name in Cash Jackson's open challenge list.
That's right, because Cash Jackson is still waiting because he has thrown that open challenge out, and he wants to know who's going to step up, who's going to be a man.
The lines are open.
That's right, because I got the lines open, ready, and for anyone that wants to call that number, just do it. It is 859-684-9535. Whoever wants to call that number, call it, because we're going to take lines and we're going to find out tonight. Bobby Blade just chimed in. He said, Dustin, you need to watch Johnny. He'll be your buddy as long as you're in the room with him. As soon as you leave, he'll turn on you. He's the newest Batman villain, Johnny Two-Face. Shut up, Bobby Blade. You're lying, and you know it. Because it seems like Bobby forgets that a podcast host is supposed to be nice to everyone.
Wait, hold on. See, Johnny, they always say these things about you. You notice these comments never come my way.
They do say things about you sometimes. I just ain't said nothing.
I don't know. I've rode with Bobby Blade quite a bit, so
Bobby Blade is my friend, but he's also trying to say that I'm not New South. I was wearing New South shirt. He told me I was wearing an AMW shirt underneath there. I had to pull my New South shirt up just to reveal that there's no shirt underneath. That's a horrifying experience for me too. But yeah, Bobby Blade, you're the man, but don't you dare try to say about me. I've been nothing but nice to you. Nothing but good hearted to every guest I've ever had on the show. But Bobby, you've been taking issue with me for some reason. I'm getting to think you're AMW. I got my eye on you, Bobby Blade. Remember that. But yeah, whoever wants to call in can call in. We'll take a call in and find out. Because whoever wants to be that challenge, they could probably stake their claim. Or maybe it'll be someone that wants to call in and talk about the Honor Championship. You never know.
never know.
Emily said, "All right, Johnny, don't be telling Bobby to shut up. He's my homie now. Hey, now, Bobby Blade has been mean to me this whole time. I'm allowed to say something back." Of course, Bobby Blade is the man. I mean, he says they can't wrestle, but that's a lie. I saw you drop an elbow and hit 2 blade cutters. You can still wrestle. You've been talking about that you're going to beat up Red X if he talks back to you. So how the heck can you not wrestle? You have that itch and you want to fix it. So wrestle Red X. It'd be a fire match, actually. Because Red X can still go. I mean, less is more, right?
Yeah, less is more.
And that's what works today's generation. Because what people need to understand is that work less, don't work more. If you work less, you bring the fans. And now, Crazy Ass says, I hope that Big Bully Max wins Two-Face us. Tired of him picking on my friend Hillbilly Billy. Emily said, actually, sir, Bobby is innocent. I don't know what you're talking about. Emily, you're taking up for Bobby, and he's over here always giving me the stink eye. And then Crazy Ass said, study crazy. You can't. That's true.
You can't study crazy.
You really can't.
Oh, you can't study crazy.
But that's the thing, too, because next Friday, we're going to find out who's actually going to hold that Honor Championship. Will it be Max Steel? Will it be Dimitri? Or will it be Crazy Ed? Because whoever wins between Dimitri and Max is going to be taking on Crazy Ed. And they got a tall task ahead of them to try and defeat this man, because Crazy Ed himself has laid stake to this belt because he has said that he's going to bring it home with him. But then Max and Dimitri, they've also laid stake to it. They believe within their hearts that they're going to be the Honor Championship winner.
That's right.
Who would you say you'd have your money on? Because you get a first-hand look at them.
So go by the statistics and everything based on how it's laid out. You got Crazy Ed, who has 1 match that night. And then the other 2 are going to be wrestling 2 times that night.
Yeah.
for whoever wins that match, whether it's Dimitri or Max. They still got to wrestle one more time to get that title.
You're right.
Crazy Ed, he's going in that match fresh. No matter how crazy he is, like, you still coming in that match fresh. So, where I look at it, my money's going to be on Crazy Ed.
Exactly, because the other two, they ain't going to be fresh when they face him.
That's right.
They're going to be tired as hell. They're going to be exhausted because they had to go through another opponent. They got to be remembering, Crazy Ed, he ain't got to worry about wrestling another opponent. He just got to focus on one guy.
That's right.
And whoever that is that wins, they're going to be stepping inside the ropes to face him.
That's right. With Dimitri Staley, like, he's called Young Greatness for a reason, and the crowd in Carrollton, Kentucky, they've been behind him.
That's right.
Ever since he walked through that door and had his first match against TJ Fury.
Meanwhile, Max Steele's been a savage since he stepped through those doors. And his goal has always been to brutalize people. He don't care what anyone says. In his honest opinion, when he was on the show, he said he just wants to hurt people.
That he does.
And what's up, Tabitha Powers? She's tuning in tonight.
How's it going, Tabitha?
But that's what it's all about, is that next Friday is a big event for Pro Wrestling Alliance here in Kentucky. And you're instrumental in helping bring that together. And the fact that Tegan Thorne, who was on this show, is also wrestling her biggest challenge. Because Big Mama is no slouch. You don't step between those ropes and think that Big Mama is an easy win. No, because Big Mama is, right now, I bet that she's furious about what happened Sunday. And she could be looking forward to what happens between her and Tegan Thorne. Because Tegan Thorne, she's new to me. And it seems like her and Big Mama's going to be a good match. But at the same time, she needs to understand, don't underestimate Big Mama. Because there's a reason why she's called Big Mama.
That's right. But on the other hand, Tegan Thorne is a champion at PWA for a reason. She's been on OVW, and she's been a champion at Supreme Pro Wrestling up in Madison, Indiana, over there with Eric Draven.
Nice.
So the fact that she's been champion there, she's been champion at PWA, and she's also been able to be seen on OVW as well. Like, I feel like there's something behind her to say, like, she's not just going to be a pushover when Big Mama steps in the ring with her, even though Big Mama is coming from the National Wrestling Alliance.
That's true. But she also needs to remember, she steps out of that ring with someone that has held multiple championships across the entire state of Kentucky. Someone that has dominated since her first day stepping into the Northern Wrestling Alliance, Federation. And that's something that you can't take away from Big Mama.
That's right.
But then Big Mama's got to also understand she can't underestimate Tegan Thorne. I know that she's angry because of what happened back during Sunday. But she can't underestimate who's going to be right there in front of her next Friday night.
That's right.
Which is November 14th, by the way. Crazy Ed says, Big Mama.
That's right.
You can tell Big Mama is Crazy Ed's favorite because he's screaming it to the heavens.
That's right.
And Cyrus Riley, we can see that you're watching, brother.
Hey, what's going on, Cyrus?
That's a big guy.
That he is.
Tell me what was your first thoughts when you first saw Cyrus?
He's a big guy, got a lot of potential, and just needs, I think, the right person to guide him for everything to start clicking.
True.
He has the size, he has the power. At PWA, the people are coming along with him. At Grindhouse, he's got his footing. And we're seeing it to where, like, things are starting to click with him really well.
Exactly.
And with him throwing his name out there to one of his teachers in Cash Jackson, like, could that potentially be student trying to surpass his teacher? We could see. Could this be even Andrew Williams, a champion going through and looking to stop the debut of Cash Jackson
either man was to go through that open challenge, Cash Jackson had his hands full.
Yeah, that's right.
But then there's names that we wouldn't even expect because we don't know them yet.
That's right.
So whoever is going to do it, Cash Jackson should be aware at all times that if it's not Andrew Williams and if it's not Cyrus, he should probably keep up and pay attention because you never know who might step to those doors in PWA.
That's right.
Because Pro Wrestling Alliance has proved that whatever you think that you know, you should always expect the unexpected. Because there have been a lot of names I've been nosing that's been walking through those doors.
Yeah, that's right.
But the lines are open for whoever wants to call into that number. Just let them know that I'm ready to take that call.
Another matchup we have next week is going to be Axis of Power, Jack Phoenix, and Axel Thorne.
That's a good name.
Taking on Devlin DeVille and Louis Boudreaux of Black Diamond Entertainment.
Oh.
And then,
Speaking of devil. Hello.
Hi, it's Cyrus Riley. I was calling in because of the podcast.
What's up, Cyrus?
How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Heck yeah.
Doing great.
So, Cyrus, tell us, would you be open to opening that challenge for Cash Jackson?
Oh, definitely. I want it to be just me and Cash. After last month when Andrew Williams cheated in our match and got me with a low blow, I got back into the gym. I got back at work, and I'm like, I heard Cash's open challenge. It just clicked. If I'm going to start dominating everybody, why not take out the biggest, newest name of PWA and show these people that when they put their faith in Cyrus Riley, that I'm going to take them to worlds beyond.
Whew. That's a big challenge, too, because Cash Jackson, he's been on a roll here lately.
I can see that.
He may be on a roll and everything, but you know what? I'm ready to be that speed bump that makes him second-guess himself and maybe, just maybe, gets him to be even better everywhere else. But I can tell you right now, he won't be the best at PWA as long as I'm there.
I can tell. What are your thoughts on Andrew Williams, by the way? Because Andrew Williams is also wanting to take this challenge.
I think right now, he knows that I had him dead to rights in our last match. If I'd had my on the ball and his lady friend hadn't got involved, I would have had him down for that 1, 2, 3. So I don't think he's actually brave enough to take on Cash. I think he's just calling it out to see if he can get under my skin.
I believe it. I do think that next Friday night, if we see you are the one that gets to face Cash Jackson, that's going to be a hell of a match.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna be one that we're gonna write books about. If I have it my way, it's gonna be something that we're gonna be talking about for months after.
Exactly. But you should also keep your eyes peeled for just in case Andrew Williams decides that he's gonna make this match into a triple threat instead.
You know what? If Andrew Williams wants to step in the ring with me and Cash Jackson, I welcome it because honestly, it'd be really nice to use him as a ping pong ball between me and Cash. At the very least, I could have some fun with Cash before I take the 1, 2, 3 anyways.
That's true. But that sounds like something that we can look forward to for Pro Wrestling Alliance next Friday night, November 14th, Carrollton, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. And if anybody needs to come in, if they want to come and see the greatest match of all time, as long as Cash picks me, I hope to see them there. And that way we can make sure that this is the loudest this place has ever been.
You can already tell the Crazy Ed likes you because he's saying Cyrus, 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 Cyrus.
See, I'm actually happy that he's going for me because, honestly, I was really worried I made him mad because I used Bucket as a bongo drum at the last show, and I was so worried I made him mad.
I think he's already forgotten.
Careful.
Yeah, now I just reminded him. Great.
Oh, man. He said Andrew Williams can't win without that Jezebel.
No, he proved it.
Exactly.
That Samoan drop I used on him, that was the 1, 2, and 3, and then look up, and there she is, just in the way.
Exactly, because you had the victory, and she helped Andrew Williams sneak the win.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I think at this point I owe Andrew Williams a nice hit where the sun don't shine because, well, give and take since that's how he took me out.
Exactly. And also, if you do get to face Cash Jackson, you're going to have to watch out for him just because he tries to cost you.
You know what? If so, like I said, give and take.
That's right. If he costs you, you can give it back tenfold.
Oh, yeah. And the difference is, his is all low blow and weak strikes. All I have to do is pick him up and bring him down to earth really, really fast.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a big fall.
But yeah, that's what he likes to do. He likes to have his Jezebel help him out because I saw her at a show before, and that's all he does is he has her do things for him, do his bidding.
Honestly, that's fine. That's fine for somebody like me because it just proves that I can outsmart him later on. If she's got to get involved in every match, then that gives me a plan if I get to face him again and take that title of his away from him like I should have done at the last show.
Exactly. I mean, he's doing everything he can to try and keep that title, and the Jezebel is his perfect plan for it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you take the Ultimate Open Challenge because you and Cash Jackson, that's something to look forward to if it is what we're going to get.
Oh, definitely. Honestly, Cash is going to be a challenge, and that's what I want. I want a real challenge. Not somebody who needs to have outside help and outside assistance. I want somebody who can match me pound for pound and be ready to give that pound of flesh back to me whenever I beat him.
Exactly, because Cash is one of those guys that has hard strikes.
Well, he is the man with the world's strongest hands.
Sure is.
But that's the thing. He's got good hands, but I am the berserker Cyrus Riley, meaning I will fight with absolutely everything I have to bring him down.
That's what I'm talking about because that's what you got to do if you're going to take on someone like Cash.
Definitely. Well,
Yeah.
I know for a fact there's going to probably be other people calling, so if you guys want to ask anything else before I let somebody else take that chance at that call.
The floor is y'all's. Would y'all like to ask Cyrus?
Nothing at the moment, but Cyrus, best of luck to you, man. Hope you get that challenge against Cash.
Hey, I appreciate it. And guess what? When I do, and if I get that challenge and I win, everybody's going to see everything because I'm going to make sure I expose Cash for being, one, a really good competitor, but two, somebody that I can take down because if I could take him down, I could take out everybody else.
There you go.
That's true. But yeah, Cyrus, it's been nice talking to you.
Nice talking to y'all.
That's right, brother. Talk to you later.
Later.
Hey, Party Man Cam. That's another great dude right there. Party Man
Yeah.
Cam.
One of the most entertaining dudes we got around here.
Crazy Ed just left an angry face. I think that Cyrus said something that made him mad.
Well, yeah, I think he just reminded him about it. He used his move.
Yes, he did.
I think Crazy Ed forgot about it, and Cyrus just reminded him.
Yeah, Cyrus should have maybe remembered that Crazy Ed ain't gonna remember it, so he should have kept it to himself. But now it's out there.
Right.
I mean, that's something that Cyrus gonna have to worry about next Friday then, unless Crazy Ed forgets by that time.
Yeah, right. You never know.
Apartment Cam said my favorite ref.
Oh, I think you can.
But yeah, that was Cyrus Riley. He's a big boy, I'm telling you. If he is the one that takes on Cash Jackson, Cash better not underestimate this man, because this man is damn near 7 feet tall, and he's a lot bigger than Cash, so there's a weight advantage there. So Cash may have the best hands in the house, but he got that man to worry about. And then Crazy Ed said Andrew Williams, and he was shouting it. Apartment Cam said he definitely on my party level. Crazy Ed said, Bucket, let it go, but never forgot. He never forgot, but Cyrus still had to go and bring it up. But I'm looking forward to it, honestly. When y'all told us about it, that's something that all of us have been wanting to do. We want to come check out PWA because after we had Neil in here, that's something that I've been wanting to do all years, to go to a PWA show. I think that next Friday could be the one that we should be going to. I'm going to be talking to Andy, see if he can go as well.
It'll be the best one to go to this year.
Yes, it would be, because this is the one that's very special.
That's right.
A lot of people need to understand this is a great cause, because you've dealt with epilepsy almost half of your life now.
Longer than half my life.
Longer than that?
Yeah.
Damn. But that means that this is something that you're doing special, because that means that they're giving back to the epilepsy center.
That's right.
And that's special because she helped do it. And Crazy Ed said, do it. Dave Linville said,
Do what?
yes.
Hey, pal.
He said, do it.
It's like,
You got to do it and find that it to do. That's what he's saying.
we're on camera. We can't do that.
Not that kind of do it.
Dude.
Hey, we got a reaction out of her.
That's true. Dave Linville said, this isn't wrestling related, but I want to thank all the emergency personnel on looking for the missing 11-year-old girl from Robertson County. She is now home safe and sound.
Oh, that's good to hear.
That's good.
I also want to send out some prayers to Louisville, Kentucky, because that plane crash happened earlier today.
Right.
It happened around 5 stuff, and that's when I start seeing more news outlets that were reporting on it. And it crashed down at the airport over there. So prayers go out to them.
Definitely.
But we got PWA coming up December 14th. We got EWA this Saturday night,
Right.
which is going to be a good one as well. How did you feel when you heard about Chris Crow having to give up the title?
When I found out the reason why, like, because being Crow, we go back at least a couple years now. When he first came to, at the time, TCW, UCW,
Yep.
I was working there, and, you know, started off slow, and then all of a sudden, we started to bond, so now here we are, seeing him deal with his first
Real legit injury.
real injury I've seen him have. And, you know, for me,
Real quick, sorry says sorry bucket.
but I saw that was his injury, like, and he's having to be out for months, like,
Yeah.
it kind of, it stung a little bit.
It does, because he was on the road. He just captured the EWA championship, which he'd been going for a while now. And when I saw it, that shocked me, because this is his first injury that he's had ever.
Right. He might be a jackass, but the fact that the crowd, they love him,
They do.
Yes.
no matter how bad he tries to treat them, they still love him.
You know, this isn't, Chris Crow's the type of guy, this isn't going to stop him. This isn't going to slow him down. No. Once he's back to 100%, he's going to skyrocket slingshot back to that number one spot.
That's right.
Exactly. And I could see him going to PWA when he gets better. You never know, because he's always traveling around the country.
That's right.
And he is looking to do more companies. Mm-hmm. He's already got a record of 100 companies underneath his belt. That's a strong, strong guy. He was carrying a lot on his shoulders. Maybe that's why his shoulder got dislocated, and he found out that it was a lot worse than that. He'd been carrying those companies on his back.
That's right.
But my prayers go out to you, Chris Crow, because you were the man. Best experience out of the house that I've seen. He speared AJ Alexander through a table. No, it was through a door. And that poor door stood no chance. It felt like it exploded beneath him. But not as bad as what happened Sunday night when Jeff Jarrett took his guitar and he just got fed up with someone. I saw the smoke come off that guitar and I was like, oh, damn. They pissed off Jeff Jarrett so bad. He gave slap nuts to him.
That's right.
We got Mike Cochran watching tonight.
Let's go, Mike.
That's right, brother. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next Friday because not only is it big, but you got Big Mama doing her thing on that night. Tegan Thorne is going to be trying her hand to defeat Big Mama, and that's a tall task.
To keep the Lady Liberty Championship.
That's right. But you know what? She should understand. Big Mama's been around. Big Mama's had a lot of championships, and she's not going to just let Tegan Thorne, who's holding that title, think that she's going to keep it. Big Mama wants it. And if Big Mama wants it, she's going to find a way to get it.
Big Mama knows that she's a champion for a reason, so she's not going to look at her lightly.
Plus, Big Mama's the type of woman that's going to watch her opponent closely. She's going to make sure that she studied Tegan Thorne over these last couple of weeks. And when the time comes, we just might see a different side of Big Mama when she tries to decimate Tegan Thorne.
Very well could.
Exactly, because last time we had Tegan Thorne inside studio was a few months ago. Well, no, actually, about 6 or 7 months ago. And she, at that time, was saying that she wanted to wrestle someone like Big Mama. Mm-hmm. Look at that. She's getting to face Big Mama finally at PWA Purple Rain.
That's right.
That's going to be a fire match.
It will.
Crazy Ed said, what Big Mama wants, Big Mama gets. That's right, Crazy Ed. See, he gets it. Dave Liville said, how many guitars has destroyed over the years? Must have a hit every music pawn shop in Memphis. I mean,
it's been a couple thousand by now.
Exactly. But that is how Jeff Jarrett is. Double J has always used guitars to bust over his opponent's heads. Sunday night, getting to see it live and in person for the first time was awesome because I actually saw the guitar's explosion over his head. I won't say who because you got to tune into the episode 3 AMW Showdown in a couple of weeks. This is going to be before Thanksgiving Turmoil War Games, where you'll see Team New South versus Team AMW, which has been a feud brewing for well over a year now. So you're going to have to take my word for it and go check it out on their Appalachian Mountain Wrestling YouTube channel in a few weeks. That's when you'll see Jeff Jarrett bust his guitar over someone's head because they disrespected him all that match. Dave Linville said, it's Awesome Long still wrestling?
You mean Awesome Kong?
Yeah, it has to be Awesome Kong because Awesome Long, I don't know who that is.
Awesome Kong? No, yeah, Awesome Kong, I think she retired.
Yeah. Which I understand. I get completely. I mean, it was like she finally made it to WWE. She got pregnant. For some reason, they decided to have a storyline where she's getting made fun of, which kind of destroys the credibility of someone of her stature. And then she came back for a one-off. Gone again. Comes back to TNA. Gone again. Finally retires. Which was sad because she was on the road there back in 2012.
She did a little bit in AEW and then she retired.
Yep. But she was a beast too inside the ring. That's who I see a lot of other women have a lot of strength from. But Big Mama, she's on a whole nother level. I'm telling you. After watching her at all these shows over this past year, Tia Thorne, you may be good, you may be a beast, but I suggest you go back and you study Big Mama's tapes. Because you're about to find out real fast what happens when Big Mama's standing across from you and you got that woman running right at you. I've seen her take down a man. I've seen her crush a man. And he was wearing a mask too. That's how bad he was scared. He didn't want her to see his face because he knew after she gets done killing him, nobody's going to want to see him again. So wearing that mask helped hide his identity. And I completely understand you, Black Scorpion. You made the right choice to hide. But that's something that we got to look forward to next week.
That's right.
Tell us what you're looking forward to the most on that night.
There's a lot. Honestly, like, it could be any of the matches. Like, we covered the Open Challenge already.
Yep.
We've been talking about Big Mama and Tegan Thorne for the championship.
Yep.
We've talked about the Honor Championship finals a little bit with Crazy Ed taking on either Max Steel or Dimitri Staley. We touched a little bit on Axis of Power and Black Diamond Entertainment, where it's going to be number one contendership for DWO's PWA tag titles. That one I think will be really good because DWO has beaten both teams already.
Yep. DWO, Death World Order.
Death World Order. Ram Jam and Ram Jew. So, whichever team makes it out of that tag match, could this finally be their moment that they can go and knock down the brothers and get the tag titles for themselves?
And don't
shake up
forget,
the tag division?
Don't forget, we also got El Nino versus TJ Fury.
El Nino making his PWA debut to take on Picture Perfect TJ Fury.
That's right. Which is going to be a hell of a match, too, because TJ Fury, I've seen him a few times now. He's no slouch. And this will be my first time actually seeing El Nino because he is from the Northern Wrestling Federation. And he is coming to bring that luchador in to PWA and give them a splice of that luchador culture.
That's right.
That's going to be fire.
It's a lucha.
That's right. It's lucha lit. Which they all should be ready for. If that's not enough to convince you that you need to go out to PWA, I don't know what is, because you got all these huge matches. You got Big Mama versus Tegan Thorne. That's a good match. You got El Nino versus TJ Fury. That's a good match. You got that open challenge with Cass Jackson. That's going to be a good match. You got Max Steel versus Dimitri. That's going to be a good match. You got Max Steel or Dimitri taking on Crazy Ed for the official inaugural Honor Championship, and that's going to be a good match. So whoever wins between those two has a tall task ahead. All these matches are matches that you want to see. There's a reason why it's called Purple Rain. So get your asses in gear, because next Friday night, you're going to be seeing some great action. Cyrus Wright says, pulling for Dimitri personally. That's a good choice. I can't blame him on that one. He's choosing who he wants to choose. Honestly, though, any match that's on that card is worth the price of admission. You don't want to miss any of it. Because I'm telling you right now, next Friday night, November 14th, Carrollton, Kentucky, Pro Wrestling Alliance, Purple Rain. all these matches are matches that you need to go see. So get your tickets now. And when you get there at the gym mention, get your tickets at the door. Let's see where the address is now. The address is this. It is 1115 Highland Avenue, Carrollton, Kentucky. Get your asses in gear because I just told you where you need to be next Friday night. Pro Wrestling Alliance, Purple Rain. Show your love to these guys because I'm telling you right now, these are guys that you want to see wrestle. You want to see Big Mama take on Tegan Thorne and find out if Tegan Thorne has the guts to officially take out one of Kentucky's best badass women in the sport today, Big Mama. You don't want to miss it. You want to find out who's going to be the honor champion because I'm telling you right now, whoever wins between Dimitri Stowley and Max Steel is going to have a tall task ahead of them when they take on Crazy Ed, because that's going to be a match worth seeing. Cash Jackson, whoever answers that challenge, that's going to be a match that you're going to want to see because you want to see who's going to stop Cash Jackson because he's a beast. And there's no joke about his hands. When he hits you with them, you find out real fast who Cash Jackson really is. Big Beard, I'm telling you, you're going to be wanting to see all this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen Cash Jackson plenty of times, and that man does not disappoint.
Crazy Ed says, book it. He wants it. See, this is why you need to get your tickets now. And even if you don't get your tickets online, when you get to the door, you'll be able to get your tickets. These are matches that you want to see, matches that you need to see, matches that you need to be there for it to experience because you don't want to just watch it wherever it's posted. You want to see it live and in living color and find out who all is going to be victorious because there's nothing like a PWA experience where you're going. Purple Rain. You want to be there. That's a good cause, too, I'm telling you.
That's right.
And you, my brother, you doing a hell of a job.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
But now, let's tell them a little bit what they can expect from Purple Rain. This is the info that you need to know. Tickets are only $10 or $5 for the kids. You can't make an excuse for not wanting to get tickets. That's cheap. You could buy anything else for $10, but this is cheap. $10 a ticket for you and $5 for the kids. That's cheap. That is literally all it costs to go to a PWA Purple Rain show next Friday night. Get your tickets, sit your ass down, and experience something special when current star of NWA and former Women's World Champion Big Mama takes on Tegan Thorne for the Liberty Championship at PWA Purple Rain and find out who's going to be the Liberty Champion. Because Tegan Thorne's looking to retain. But Big Mama's looking to add another championship to her collection. What happened in Big Mama's favor? We'll find out. Cash Jackson, open challenge. He's got many people that's wanting to face him. Right now, Cyrus has made clear that he wants to take on Cash Jackson and make sure that he puts an end to Cash Jackson's reign of being a badass. Or would be Andrew Williams, who, as we know, is also vying to go after Cash Jackson. That could be a hell of a match. Then you got whoever's going to be winning between Max Steel versus Dimitri Staley. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss these matches because next Friday night, November 14th, Pro Wrestling Alliance Purple Rain, 1115 Highland Avenue, Carrollton, Kentucky. That's where it's going down. You don't want to miss this because I'm telling you, you're going to see the very first ever Honor Championship crown whenever those two have their match and they find out who's going to win. They got to go to Crazy Ed. Because, damn, I'm also thinking about Crazy Carl.
Crazy Carl is somebody different.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crazy Carl.
No relation.
I start thinking, where's Crazy Carl on this? Because Crazy Carl always tunes in on here and says, pigeons aren't real.
Don't rile it up again.
You'll forget
It's too late.
enough.
Trust me. It's going down because Crazy Ed will be the one that they have to take on. And it'd rather it be Crazy Ed or Max Steel or Dimitri that becomes your official honor champion. You got to find out one way, and the only way to find out is to be there live and in living color.
And like Johnny said, tickets are cheap. $10 for adults, $5 for the kids. I could take me and my son, $15. I can't even buy lunch for that.
Crazy Ed said, Bucket Mania will run wild. And Cyrus Riley said, Andrew Williams, the man too afraid to come here to the best podcast in all of wrestling to stake his claim to the challenge. That's true. He didn't call in. You saw that.
He did.
He's scared. Crazy Ed said, pigeons are yummy eating. Hey, I hear that. That sounds like a match I'm good looking forward to in some future too. Crazy Ed versus Crazy Carl.
You know, I think we just have them two in the studio, press
Yes.
record, and just let it go.
Yes, that's a good idea. We could have both of them just sitting across from each other and just sit there and we just watch both of them at work.
Just watch and let the magic take and just let it happen.
That's right, because I'm telling you, that's something that you could be tuned in. And we've been on here an hour, brother.
That's right.
Would you like to give your goodbyes first?
So, before I say bye, like what we got going on my end is on the 7th of this week, going to be attending the Epilepsy Gala of Hope in Louisville, Kentucky, where me and some of the wrestlers from Kentucky will be in attendance, including names like Kevo Thrives, Omega D, and the one and only Champ Charles Colton will be in attendance to show our support for the Epilepsy Foundation of Kentuckiana. And then after that, as we just heard, we have the Purple Rain event at the one and only Professional Wrestling Alliance in Carrollton, Kentucky. And then on the 15th, there will be another epilepsy event for the Epilepsy Foundation, which is the conference, which I will be attending as well. And then on, let's see, what is it? You said November 22nd. My brain shut off.
That's all right.
November 22nd in Hazard, Kentucky, AMW War Games.
Yes.
For Team AMW and Team New South will be happening. And then finally, November 23rd will be Grindhouse Pro Wrestling in Jeffersonville, Kentucky is what I have coming up.
Hell yeah. And those are good shows that you should be getting your asses out to see. Because you got November 14th, PWA next Friday. And then a week from that, November 22nd, Thanksgiving Turmoil, War Games. You're going to be seeing Team AMW versus Team New South to find out who's going to be staying. Will it be Kyle Maggart or will it be Anthony Presley? We're going to find out, and that's going to be badass. And then we got Grindhouse coming up every fourth Sunday of the month. You got Grindhouse in Indiana. Don't miss it. But I gotta tell you, I just found the man who loves his pigeons. But hey, see, that'd be a good match though. Crazy Ed versus this guy that calls himself Crazy Carl. Like Ed was saying in some comments, he said, Carl ain't crazy. So I'd like to see that interaction between the two, because this one says pigeons ain't real, but Ed's got bucket. You can't go wrong.
That's right. Can't go wrong.
So guys, do me a favor. Go out there next Friday night, November 14th, and make sure that you support Pro Wrestling Alliance, Purple Rain. Make sure also that you support our sponsor, TA in the Funny Hour. Those guys are always doing something fun every month, every time, and we'll keep you posted. And for us here at the Nice Game Podcast, it's always a pleasure to entertain you. So make sure that you tune in and always go to these live shows, because local independent wrestling is where it's at. Nowhere else will you get to experience wrestlers letting you be a part of the show with them, because other shows, like bigger shows, will not be wanting to interact too much with the fans. But these local shows will make sure that you know that they value you giving them shit or loving everything that they do. So go out there, support these local independent wrestlings, and don't you dare forget that they're the ones that are fun to go to, because they're always going to give you your money's worth. They're not going to just have you come and pay and then sit on your ass the whole night. They're going to make sure that you get into it.
And bring your signs, because they don't get confiscated at indie shows.
Exactly.
No matter what they say, no matter what your sign says, bring them out, hold them as high as you can. They will not get confiscated.
Definitely gotta have it booked, Crazy Ed. He said book it, him versus Crazy Carl, because we're gonna find out which one's actually crazy. Because this one, Crazy Carl, he spells his crazy with a C, whereas our crazy spells his with a K. We're gonna find out which one belongs. That's right. Crazy Ed versus Crazy Carl would be crazy. Yes, it would be. I'll tell you, that'd be a hell of a match, actually. Because just think of the possibilities of what you're going to get into that match with those two. That's a match waiting to happen.
I don't think I want to imagine it.
Oh, come on, Dustin. You could be reffing it.
I'll call in sick.
But hey.
We can make it a straight jacket match.
Yeah, we could.
I'll probably wind up being the one that's straight jacket at the end of it.
That's true. I mean, you might, because you might end up turning away and someone just grabs you and puts your arms inside the jacket, and then you get, and now you got to make a 3 count with your feet instead. I mean, you would be the first to do it. But guys, this has been a fun night of talking about PWA. Someone that you need to check out. We've had Neil in here, sit right there where Big Beard was. He introduced himself to me. I got to know him personally. Pro Wrestling Alliance, Purple Rain is the show to go to. Help donate to a good cause. It's a very special one. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims over in Louisville, Kentucky at the plane crash. And if you're not having fun,
you ain't getting none.
Damn Skippy. Yeet yeet.
Nice Guy Andy podcast.
Carl can get bucked up, he said. That's right, Ed.
Pigeons.